Yeah, it'll have some effect. Hi there, it's time for another game of Spider and Old Scooter. The phones are ringing, the radio's on in the background. I have two Airedales up here with me this afternoon. Yoko, she of the pointed ears, a rare configuration for an Airedale, and Gunner, the worrisome. He's not worrisome, he's worried. So what do you call somebody who's worried? Worried, that's it. About the fact that there's another male in the house, our foster dog Chip, waiting for the perfect home. So we're all here together. There's stuff in the background, the new windows are shining brightly. I have on my Think New Mexico hat. Think New Mexico, I think, is a state think tanky version of Think Progress. I'm not sure. I'll check it out. It's not okay, Google. Don't check it out right now. Because right now we're here to play this tough woman, Spider Mac, Spider McGillicuddy, the artificial intelligence behind the iMac version, the default version on iMac of Spider Solitaire. A great game, good for numerous utilizations. I say new game, please. Okay. Now we're going to try to hit her right in the middle of the bridge of her nose. I think she likes that. Tends to give us better cards. I could be wrong about that. So I got two tens and a jack. Doesn't really matter where I put that 9, but I do want to uncover whatever's under it, and that was sort of fun. Doesn't matter where that goes. This 2 can go down, that 2. Also, I mean, it's obviously not a 2, it's a 7. That's a 2, Scooter. I'll do a little restack here. Just a little housekeeping, doing the natural red on red, black on black plays before I get adventurous. And we set about on the difficult task of trying to win a game against a formidable competitor. Spider Mac, Spider McGillicuddy. Quite a creature. And she knows how to play this game way better than I do. But she has advantages that I don't have. She gives us an advantage, as I've said before many times, and that is lets us try moves without charging us down here on the charge-o-meter. That should give us some sort of advantage, but not like the one she has. Hey, Stephen has sent us he's going to be on the radio. Stephen Helgeson, nice guy. A right-winger, but a nice guy. I'm a forgiving soul deep in my being. Okay, I don't see anything else happening here. Seems like I was about to tell you something important, which I forgot, so how important could it be? I don't think it matters which 8 that goes to. Spider is a tough, oh, I was going to tell you her advantages. These cards, the face-down cards, I refer to as the pale blue line, the ready reserve. And I have had an intuitive flash that says Spider can switch back and forth here. Obviously, what's in the deal pile and what's in the ready reserve can be quite flexible because we can't see what they are. We know it's not the cards that are showing. The inventory is limited by what's up, but that still leaves a lot of cards. These things are 10 at a whack, and of course there's all these, and she can switch them back and forth without us knowing about it, pursuing her goals of never giving me the card I want. But you don't want to get discouraged by that because you do win occasionally, and that, I don't know whether, maybe it's just a gall, a con to pull you along and make you play more and lose more. Shades of Las Vegas, Nevada. I say that because there is Las Vegas, New Mexico, which is where I am right now, the mountains of New Mexico east of Albuquerque, known very cleverly as the East Mountains. And it's blowing like crazy today out here in East Mountain Land. All right, I better get serious again. I was talking and missed an obvious move. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Not doing too great so far. Halfway through the game, no score, no holes punched in the ready reserve. Part of my general strategy is to try to eat into the ready reserve. So when I have optional moves that I can make, and one of them involves taking a card out of this pile, I'll usually go for that, even if it doesn't look like the best move. Not always. I want to be unpredictable, because she watches how I play, and she records it, and scrolls it down into her artificial intelligence soul, and uses it against me. And when I miss plays, which I do occasionally, or I make wrong plays, which I do occasionally, it's her fault, not mine. No. And she's doing all that very well right now. I think I'll do a restack here, a 2 from a 3 to a 3. Have a 6 stack, 6-2 stack. Not much stack-wise other than that, which is not a good omen. You got to read those omens carefully. I don't want to, well, no, I don't want to do that. So I'll go to the last deal on the hospice round. No way I'm going to win this one. Let's see, I'm going to have a queen. I can play that one. I could have played that 7 with this 6 and then played the queen. Let's do that. Bump, bump. See, you can take stuff back. Boom, 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 and play a different way. Now, that's a great advantage, and it only costs me the number of plays I made and stuck with. With that advantage, we of the playing class should be able to do better than we do, or make that all first person singular. I, the playing classette, should be able to do better than I do. I do. And that's it, boys, girls, and undecideds. So, I got a 73. In my private numerology, I like 73s. It's from my old ham radio days. And 73 meant good wishes, goodbye, see you again. 73's old man. For some reason, a lot of old mans were uttered back in my prehistoric days of hamdom. So, I guess that's it. It was fun while it lasted. The wind is blowing fiercely, so in celebration of fierce wind, I always play another game. So I'll try to do something she likes. I think she likes me to touch her hairline, like that. Then I come down here and touch this hairline. And she gives me a wonderful hand, of course. Not. So there's not a lot to play. That gives me a 9 doing it that way. And this one in the trial balloon phase gives me another, ignore, no eject. I don't know what it's talking about. The disk you inserted, I think it has to do with my backup terabyte drive. It goes bananas now and again. Until you've seen a terabyte go bananas, you have not witnessed spectacle. But we're dealing in real time here. Things will come up on my screen, little mail things up here. You can see what mail I get from whom. It's kind of private, but I don't care. Go ahead, tap my computer. I got no secrets, Jack. I'm going to try this just to see, and there is a play. It's 1, 2. I'm a play counter. It's probably illegal here in Spider Solitaire Land, but I'm flaunting the rules. Well, that's not great, so I don't think I'll do that. Oh, yes, I will. What am I talking about? Many people ask that question. What are you talking about, Scooter? I say, that's old, Scooter, to you. There's a play. I'm sure you saw it before I did, particularly if you're an actual Spider Solitaire fan and like this two-suit version like I do. It relaxes you, it calms you out, it de-stresses you. De-stress. It distresses me when you say that, but I'm talking de-stress, unstress, you know. Sounds like a made-up word. I'm sure I didn't make it up. There are many, many made-up words in our world. Wow, look at this. Bad deal fans. I can play this 2 or that 2, get an ace or a 6. I got a 6. Don't really need an ace, so why do that? I've got a harlequin, a perfect harlequin working here. Red, black, red, black, red, black. Oh, there's a play. Surprise, you didn't see one. I did this and have that. And if I had that, you know what I'd do with it. I ran out of pronouns. 10-7, so you've got 6-7. Boy, this is another of her skunk games. I don't hear that much anymore, that when somebody wins a game and you have a 0, like 6-0 in the old scoreboard, you got skunked. People don't seem to say that much anymore. That was really good, though. Let's skunk 'em, boys. But she's skunking me now. I don't have a score. I'm halfway through the game. I have not punched a single hole in the ready reserve. I got these 2 9s. Ooh, I like that way. And then I could restack, and I have a 10-3 stack, which is not spectacular for this stage of the game, but is better than anything I had before. Yes, or 1. No.
Put a snap trap in each of the elevated flowers, and then let's put a box trap down below.
Gotcha.
On the front porch.
Well, I put one in the one that got eaten. A little mousetrap talk for you there. We are inundated, deluged. Those are both water terms. What do I mean? We are swamped. No, that's a water term. We are overrun. I beg your pardon. With mice this year. There are always mice. We're out in the country. Always field mice who feel like they should. Field mice who feel like. There's poetry and everything, you know. They feel like they're perfectly okay eating our tender shoots of all the stuff Dorothy raises. Allie is Dorothy's favorite dog. She's not real responsive to commands, but she's... Get in here, Allie. Okay, that's with all the domesticity flying by, I guess I'm done. I'll go to the next to last deal. Got a king down here. You know, kings can't go anywhere but holes. You can put stuff on them, but you can't move them unless you have a hole. That's why I love holes, as everyone knows. This is just the flailing stage. Hear the wind? Can you hear the wind? I don't know what this mic picks up. You do know my mic is a camera. Who else do you know who uses a microphone or uses a camera as a microphone? Probably not that many. And if they did, they wouldn't tell you. So you may know closet camera microphone users. I could be missing one. I always know that. So, forgive the burp. I have to do as best I can at this stage of the game. That's why I call it the hospice stage. The last deal, particularly when you're losing as bad as I'm losing here, it's very expensive to keep playing. But I committed myself to Spider Mac that when I play this game, I'll go the whole route. Ooh, I got to uncover something. A king. And I can do a little of that stuff. Switch that guy back down there. Look around with a growing sense of panic and realize that all that did no good whatsoever. I've lost $90. $500 to get in, $5.50 to break even, $1 a move up until you made 50 moves, and it's $10 a move. But the 50 house margin, my 40 moves, I'm right now $90 in the red. And I don't see anything else to do for which I'm grateful, or I'd be $91 in the red. So to celebrate a fairly serious loss, $90 is, I mean, that's real money. You can get 2 meals for $90 in an expensive restaurant. Not even that expensive these days. So I bid you adieu this game. I don't get any great numbers from my private numerology, but I do get a chance to play another game. So I'll do that part of her eye, and I go over here and do that part of her eye. Look at that, I got a whole bunch of reds. 2 7s for that 8. A few choices. That's about it, but no, I got a jack. Got a natural, for heaven's sakes. And another one. And another one. What was I complaining about? She was just being subtle, you know, distant. That gives me a 2. I've got 2 2s already. I don't need it. I'll do this one. And I'll take that ace, as opposed to what, you might say. Oh, a kickback. Ooh, that was a kickback. You recognize that little move there? Love kickbacks. Love holes, love kickbacks. I guess if there were such a thing as a kickback hole, I'd propose marriage. 7 for the 8. Well, I could do this one and uncover those, or I could see what's under this guy. Another 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 red 2s. Not very subtle, Spider Mac, giving me a whole bunch of cards I can't play. But you gave me one I can. So I'll quit complaining. I'm sure you're grateful for that. Nobody likes to hear somebody complain all the time. I could do that 2 or this 2. This is a fairly good little stack, an 8-5. Nothing to do with it. Oh, there's a 4. Okay, I'll take that back, free of charge, do this, and do that. And with that kind of advantage, being able to make that kind of change without spending $1 for every move of the pullbacks, like the Microsoft version of Spider does, charges you for every takeback, or undo, as they say. We got the do and the undo. 6, 5, ace, 4, 10, boom, bop, boop, bop. What am I missing? If I uncover this, see, that's covering up kind of, that's what I call an expensive trial move, because I covered up an 8-4 stack. In return, I'll get to make a 3 stack and see what's there. Not all that much, but it is kind of a form of progress, because I got to cut into the thin, light blue line. I always want to say thin blue line because of the, you know, the thin red line and all those thin lines. But it is not really thin. It's sort of varietous. Thin, thick, thin, thick. Got an 8 for the 9. Looking suspiciously like the only 2 moves on the board. Oh, that's 3 moves. And I wasn't complaining. If you thought that was complaining, you were just wrong. I don't know whether people like to hear people complain less or to be told they're wrong less. kind of like being told I'm wrong because I'm an argumentative sort. I enjoy arguments. Isn't that silly? It's probably why I experienced a couple of personal failures in my life. Marriages, business associates, you know. People who are not that fond of arguing. But I think it's fun. I was never at an institution where there was an up and running debate team. I did go to an institution of higher learning that later became a debate team place, but it wasn't while I was there. Or I'd have signed up and tried my hand. Well, there's no debate. Oh, I got another 73. 73s, old man. You had to have, it's not just one 73, it's 73s. Goodbyes. It's not really linguistically logical, is it? I guess I have to do that, even though it leads to naught. Okay, now I'm down to say, I'm going to take it back since it didn't mean I like leaving the 73. So, taking 3 cracks at it. And I'm winless. I'm actually Scooter. Old Scooter, my friendly, I'm not sure, adversary, Spider Mac and I bid you adieu from windy, New Mexico. It's also high clouds overcast, and they're predicting rain tomorrow. Yay, rain.